PROG community, what is up? Oh my god, what a day we got. Okay, so up 37% right now, just crossing over 4.75, and we are the Great Canadian Apes. Thank you guys so much for all the views on our second video.
You guys are great apes out there.
Oh yeah, I think we're over 60 subscribers now, which is awesome. Anyways, let's get right into this. We are not financial advisors. This is not financial advice. And let's get into this. So Progendi had an awesome day. Started off at a low of about 383. Right now it's trading at about 4.75, and it had a high of $5. We cracked that $5, baby. And of course, consolidation. It's healthy. It's great to see. We're gonna go back up above 5 before the end of the week. I can see it. I can definitely see that happening. Maybe even in after hours. But let's take a look at the last 2 days for a sec. Okay, so we had a low on Friday of 286, and we are up all the way to 475. Holy guys. Holy moly.
Way to go, Apes.
That is awesome. That is awesome to see. And let's get into some of this. So we are back up to number 5. We were number 6 yesterday on Fintel's short squeeze list. And do you want to talk a little bit about the short interest numbers?
Absolutely.
Let's go up here.
Here we go. So the short interest number that made that 5 out of 5,500 companies is 96.43, just poised for that short squeeze. And that's not even the gamma squeeze. And that's not the exciting FOMO. And that's not the exciting everything to do with this company that does great. They will be doing great things for millions and billions of people. The Humeras,
awesome
the
patents.
Insimo, yeah, oh yeah.
Precludia, you got it.
Precludia, whoo! And so the short sale availability, 70,000. Earlier today, there was nothing. There was nothing all the way through, so you had 0. Then we had 70,000 just right now. Actually, right now we've got 70,000, and so that's why it's at like 99.9. Short to borrow fee rate, 72% still, and even higher than that.
We'll talk about dark pool in a second.
Yeah. The failure to deliver, they're on the naughty list again last night. Holy smokes, since October 12th, they've been on the naughty list every day. They can't balance their books, and they can't come up with the money that they should for the shares that they've gone through. And so we saw them again on the threshold list again last night. Short interest daily. I'm going to go over actually to Ortex for these numbers. So these numbers that you might look at and think, hey, they're a little bit lower than what they were yesterday. And that's we contacted Ortex. They have now added in the $8 million from that $20 million debt payback. And then with the quarterly, there was the report of additional 10 million shares that are part of this, but it's been part of it since September 30th. And they just started to account for it now. So this is kind of like old news. It's like month and a half old news. So it's really an accounting thing. The shares on loan is still at that $37 million range. The cost to borrow is at 118% on average, minimum of 55%, max of 237. Ouch. The short interest change, it went down by 1.76. And I got to tell you, you apes are just rocking it. You're holding, you're hodling, we're buying, that sort of thing, exercising these options, that sort of thing. And it's like almost at $5. It's unbelievable. And
it's unreal.
So I think they're basically just saying, we're not going to pay 100% interest anymore for these shares. We're not going to try and short this anymore. And so $1 million were returned with that. Boom, boom candles for this.
Just crossed 482, just so you know.
Sweet! That's it. Loving it. You guys are doing awesome. Can I see some Christmas tendies coming up?
Oh, yeah.
And so feeling froggy. Here we go. And we get into our reports for went over this last night, so we'll just go through it briefly. In essence, from that 50 cent to $1.50 range, there's only 200,000 in there. And speculation was the shorties were having that to be able to cover all of the in-the-monies. And well, they can't.
That's just
because
not happening.
There's only 200,000 in there in total.
And take a look at this. So we just crossed 450. That's 15.2 million shares in the money.
That's
at
just
5. That's
when-
19 million.
Yeah.
That is insane. So
Wow.
that is some awesome news right there.
Yeah, and so what it shows is the in the money calls. So I revised this as far as today, and very similar to yesterday though, is like we're at 450. They have to come up with 33% of the available float to cover all the calls in the money. Like right now, everybody phoned their broker for anybody 450 and below and said, yeah, I want exercise. They've got to come up on Friday with 33% of the calls
Entire float,
of the entire float. Is like, oh my gosh. And just to give a baseline, that move is where AMC was at before that amazing run from $12 to $72. They had to cover because it went up so quickly, that sort of thing, a couple weeks before, the week before, the May 28th week. And so they had to cover approximately 20 million shares out of their available of 400 million. And so that was about a 5% that they had to cover. And so that's the move line. They've got to cover
boom candles.
They got to cover 33%. So currently trading above the $4 level.
Jesus, PROG just keeps on going up. It's at 487 now. Gee.
28% of the available float will have to be bought with the T2 settling period. If the option was exercised today, so if you phone them up today or tomorrow, that sort of thing, they're going to have to give it to you before Friday or on Friday. And so this would put increased selling pressure and prices would go up. Basic supply demand.
Okay,
And
this is something that I want to talk about because we got screwed today by Questrade. It was unbelievable. Okay, I'm so pissed off about this. It's not even funny. So 5 months ago, we contacted them to make sure that our buy orders were not being routed to the dark pool or specifically Citadel Connect. So we take a look at this because we're putting this video together and we want to see for you guys, so how do you, contact your broker and make sure that it's not happening? And what we see is all our buy orders being routed directly to Citadel, which we specifically told Questrade not to do 5 entire months ago, and they gave us their word. So that is some bullshit right there, first of all. And second of all, so what are dark pools? It's what the market makers and hedge funds use to control the price, because if it doesn't go directly to the New York Stock Exchange and goes into this dark pool, you cut off the demand.
They can put it in when they want.
You can, and they cut off the demand, everything, supply and demand. You cut off demand, the price isn't gonna go up. So you're literally giving Kenny Griffin, Dick, the ability to control the price when you're putting it through the dark pools. So make sure, contact your broker and make sure that it isn't going to this, because that is how we make those boom boom candles, those rockets, that moon landing, that Mars expedition. So just make sure that not going to dark pools, not going to Citadel Connect, going straight to the New York Stock Exchange. Anyways, so PROG has been on Santa's naughty list since October 12th. Most current available data shows over 6 million failure to delivers, over 20% of the available free float. Calls running in the money can surpass the levels of the AMC run up from $12 to $72 in terms of percentage if we close over 350 on Friday. Looking pretty damn good, around 480 right now. Exercising options today or tomorrow will force upwards buying pressure up to past 480 today. Apes, we are so strong. So keep it going and make sure to call your broker to ensure your buy orders are going into the NYSE or another lit market and not a dark market, and definitely not Citadel Connect. So buy and hold. Let's go, Apes. Do you want to?
Absolutely. And guys, you know what? It's like the end of the first period, the end of the first quarter, that sort of thing for this week. We are doing awesome. Great first quarter, great first half, that sort of thing. But we've got a ways to go this week.
We do.
We've got we're fighting against Shit It Out and Kenny and the Boys, that sort of thing. Susquehanna, all the usual suspects, that sort of thing. They are going to be up to something, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And we just need to be able to keep strong, like we are. Everybody's flying. Everybody's good. Will there be bumps in the road? Yeah.
It's like the first period of a hockey game, eh?
Absolutely. And we're winning. We're winning by a couple.
We
are. but you never know, because these refs can turn on you and crap can happen, and penalties when you shouldn't have had a penalty and all that sort of stuff. And just keep it focused. We need to keep
Shut
focused.
out all the FUD, because whatever happens, make sure you just remember that if we close above 450, they're screwed. If we close above 4, they are screwed. If we close above 350, they are screwed.
Yeah.
If we close above 3, they are screwed.
Yeah, yeah, it's a sweet deal that we have. It's a great company. We just have to stay strong. Remember, GME, not to put comparisons, that sort of thing, but GME, the week before the huge run up to 483, was trading in between $40 and $60, right? Mm-hmm. So maybe you take a decimal off, that's sort of, but $40 to $60. And it's because of those options that went in the money. 25% of the float needed to be covered. There was 10 to 15 million shares, similar free float, 10 to 15 million shares had to be bought. And they needed to then go in, and it was then the Monday, Tuesday, when they had to make good on all those exercised options, that it went up to the 483. Not trying to do any comparisons exactly, but that's where we're at. Mm-hmm. Don't let them take your Christmas tendies away from you. Those are our Christmas tendies.
Get some more Christmas
strong.
presents.
That's it.
And thank you guys so much for watching. If you like the video, please comment, subscribe, like, drop any comments below, any questions that you want answered. We'll answer them. And we are the Great Canadian Apes. I'll also link down below in the description some Reddit servers and our Twitter, which is so awesome. Thank you guys so much for following that and keeping up to date with us. And Ape strong.
Love
Come
you guys.
on.
Love you guys.